Hello and welcome back to Betrayal on the Trail. When we last saw our heroes, they set off to investigate the camp of a group of goblinoids that had been hijacking carriages on the road out of Hagar. Using his powers to look through its eyes, Cabal sent a squirrel into the camp and found they had been collecting weaponry and were having an ettin deliver them to the Forgotten Legion. The party waited for the ettin to leave the camp with the weapons and decided to ambush it when it was far enough away. And so, we rejoin our heroes just as they begin their assault. You guys managed to stick to trees, stalking it for quite a while, and then suddenly in unison, while it's still carrying these two bundles of weapons, you've jumped out, and you will get a surprise round on this ettin, starting at the top with Marie.
Sweet. I didn't have a plan. So is it still it's holding all of the metal in its hand?
It's got like two big bundles under, like one under each arm, but they're all wrapped up, unfortunately.
So I wouldn't be able to heat metal on these bundles
I assume you need a line of sight with the metal, don't you?
that you can see within range, yeah. Or like,
Yeah, it's...
yeah. I assume it doesn't really have any of the metal on its body.
No, it's like... It's literally got like loincloth, bits of like just rope jewelry with animal bones and stuff. All the metal's wrapped up.
None of the animal bones has fillings or anything.
Rat that just went to the dentist.
Incredible orthodontistry into Ramia.
Okay, I'm just gonna like low note on my harmonica, pierce, like just kind of give him a bit of a rumble and cast Bane on him.
Nice, yeah.
At third level because I don't have any second level spells. So I also because it's a drop of blood, I'm gonna like just kind of like flash my like finger a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of throw it up in the air.
So you all watch Marie cast blood magic in front of you.
Yeah. And just play a brown note on my harmonica, and like, and he has to like make a charisma saving throw if that's okay.
Yeah, cool. It got a 10.
Yeah, no, cool. All right, he's baned.
Amazing.
So you get D4 to D4, and you're subtracting from your attack rolls and your saving throws.
Cool.
Nice.
Don't worry, I remember this is how my last boss fight died.
Yeah.
Is that the end of your go?
Yeah, that's me.
Amazing.
I'll move out of his way enough, but like, just give everyone else some room.
Cool.
Does it look pissed off at this? Does it look like this is enough for it to want to kill us?
It looks surprised first off, like it'll... Hearing the music, it'll kind of dropped its all the bundles of weaponry and kind of started flailing its heads around to see you, but I don't think it's figured out what's happening yet. Speaking of, it's Three's go up next.
Am I allowed to... Am I allowed to say something, but then also ready in action?
Yeah, I'll let you kind of like shout something while you put your fists up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ready in action to, yeah. At the moment it shows any kind of hostility towards anyone, I will hit it with my quarterstaff and make an attack against it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to kind of, step out in front of it and just say, we're just wanting to talk.
Cool.
And that's me.
Yeah. Are you going within melee distance of it as well? Ready this action?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've sprinted out and stood right in front of this this giant for like twice your size.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So Arabella, that's your go next.
Can I kind of shimmy sideways enough that a 5 feet wide attack is not going to hit 3?
Yeah.
Can I get far enough around?
Yeah, you could like circle your way, continuing the tree line to...
I'm gonna cast Aganazar's Scorcher at 3rd level. direct opposition to what 3 said. It's a dexterity saving throw.
You rolled a 16, but now it's down to an 11.
I don't think that passes against my spell save DC. No. Okay, that's 19 points of fire damage.
Nice, yeah. Awesome.
And then I'm done.
Yeah, cool. So, as 3 is just like, we just want to talk, just this ray of fire blasts across, just diagonally from it.
I would just
Demonstrably untrue number.
turn and look at Arabella with shock.
Man.
So, that brings us to Cabal next.
Okay. I think Cabal is going to, while it's not looking at him and while we've got, while its attention is elsewhere, I think I'm gonna rattle the staff and bang it on the ground and expend 5 charges on it to cast Insect Plague on the big boy. So a stream of wasps like pours out from it, starts to wrap around him. A 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point I could choose. So again, I'm going to set it so that it's around its head above 3, so that he is out of like that radius. When the area appears, it's a Constitution saving throw from it, please. And
Amazing.
remember, it's failed.
How can I forget? Okay, that's a 19.
Good. Okay, so it will only take half of the 4d10 of piercing damage. 31 halved is 15
Yeah.
points of piercing damage. And that is going to be Cabal's turn.
Awesome. Brings us back to the top with Marie.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a shot with my short bow, I think.
Yeah, amazing.
No, first of all, I'll send out Bardic Inspiration 2-3, if that's all right. So, and the little turtle just comes, like, just kind of farts out my harmonica and comes and like hangs out in your space.
Excellent.
And then I'll throw, and then I'll just like shoot an arrow out at his. I'd say it'd be a bonus action to lick the arrow before I send it off, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna say because you use Bardic Inspiration, you can't poison your arrows.
Yeah, sure. All right, okay. So I'll just send it off into his face.
Yeah, cool.
That's a 18.
That hits, yeah.
And that is 9 points of arrow damage, please.
Yeah, amazing. So you just like fire it kind of straight into right under the throat of one of its heads. It's like, oh, it is not having a great time.
Nah. Sorry, you're in the way.
So that brings us to the Ettin's go. It's gonna like have swat some of the flies around its head, which I assume is now gonna do damage.
It's gonna make that con save again, baby.
Makes a charisma save to see if it's still veined as well.
Okay, I'll do the charisma.
Also, does it look aggressive yet?
It's about to, yeah.
Okay, let me know when it looks aggressive.
So we've got a natural 20 on its charisma save, which after
Ah.
all its things still puts it at 17. So
So
it's
that does still go.
okay.
Yeah, my DC's not high.
So one of the heads kind of like headbutts the other one to make it regain focus again, and they start like smacking the side of them. It will then do its Constitution saving throw, which is only a 10. So that does big damage.
Yep. It is time for the insects to bite. 26 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, that's amazing, yeah. It's not having a great time. It's gonna look down at 3, like, swatting at the flies and be like, Cat, one talk, and it's gonna reach across to a tree, uproot it, like pull it out of the ground. It's gonna look down and go, "Me thought cats bark," and slam the tree into you.
It's pretty rad, actually.
Good enough to trigger my attack before it hits me with this tree.
I'm gonna say, because it's having to uproot a tree, you can get your... It depends, honestly, like, at what point do you think 3 would deem it as fully aggressive?
I mean, when he says cat won't talk and then goes to pick up a tree instead of talk.
Well, I'll let that happen then.
That's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. I would like a Constitution saving throw, please.
And I'm gonna
I'm
murder
gonna
you.
make this a stunning strike.
I'm gonna do a stunning strike on you in real life.
But that is 9 points of damage regardless.
And that's a 19. Do it saving throw.
Fuck. I think that succeeds. I would be surprised if that failed. Yeah, that's a success. God damn it. Tree incoming.
It's gonna slam a tree in 3. Oh god, that is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Shield.
What?
I use my
Amazing.
reaction to use one of the charges of the gauntlet. So as the tree is about to come down, Cabal instinctively puts his hand up as well, like that. And just like 3 feels that like behind it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Does that add enough to make your armor class enough to shield against that?
Oh yeah, sorry, I hope that does actually work.
How much does it
Plus
add?
5.
Plus 5.
Yeah, that's more than
Plus
enough.
5 until the start of your next turn.
Okay, that takes me up
Awesome.
to 22 AC.
So
Nice.
it brings this tree down, and because you weren't really expecting it, you don't have the time to get out of the way, but suddenly this, like, luminescent wall of just holy energy forms around you and blocks the tree instead. It's frustrated, pushing down, and the other head is like, "You get jug wrong!" Pulls out another tree and is gonna try slam down as well. Ooh.
Tree's just gonna see this wall of shimmery energy and just kind of look down at his hands in confusion.
Tree has awoken to godhood by accident. So you watch as this first tree slams down and the second one also makes its way down. They're both pushing against this holy energy, but it isn't enough. They stagger back a little bit in confusion, and that is the end of its go. Oh my god, so that brings us to 3.
Cool. I'm gonna hit with a quarterstaff attack to begin.
Don't forget your body.
For my appetizer, I think I'll...
So that's a 22 to hit.
Yeah?
Okay, so that does only 5 points of bludgeoning damage, but please could you make a Constitution saving throw? I'm gonna make this a stunning strike.
Don't forget your turtle also.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter. It rolled a 6. Yeah.
So it is stunned until the end of my next go.
Cool. It is gonna kind of feel the stun move through its body. One of the heads kind of seizing up. The other head turns and is like, "Keep focused!" It slaps it on the side of the head. It is going to resist the stun.
What? No! I can't do that! Okay, so 3 would have a similar response to that and then just go to hit it again. So that's, what's your Bardic Inspiration dice, Marie? I'm gonna use it.
It's a D8.
Fuck, that's 2, so that's 7 plus 7. That's a 14 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Now roll a Constitution saving throw as well.
We are putting this Ettin's body through torture.
It got a 15.
Okay, no, doesn't the turtle like fades into its body but does nothing.
That's 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and I'm gonna take a flurry of blows on this as well.
The Ettin, though, is terrified that a turtle did just become one with it, so that is something.
So on the flurry of blows, that's a 9 and a Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits, yeah.
So that's an additional 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Amazing, yeah.
And that is me.
So that brings us to Arabella up next.
Cool, I'm just gonna love a magic missile at it.
Yeah, cool.
I rolled terribly. That's 8 points of force damage.
Cool, yeah. I mean, they slam into it in multiple points, and it does look like it took a hefty amount of damage from that.
That's me.
Yeah, cool. Cabal.
I'm gonna. I mean, like still keeping like the stick up, concentrating on the like having held my hand up for Three's thing, still with the hand like with the wasp streaming out of it. Just gonna shake it a little harder, and some different wasps will come out, and I'll cast infestation on him as well. That's just a cantrip. That's just that'll be another Constitution saving throw.
That's a 16.
Yeah, then he's fine. then it's just some more insects.
The wasps disappear into the swarm.
Yeah, like in fairness, it's right. Well, never mind. Is everybody's all right? Nobody's been injured yet. I'm gonna look to Three with the potential of like healing him up, and then see that he seems to be fine. Yeah, that'll be it. That's it for Cabal.
Yeah, cool. That brings us back to Marie.
I'm just gonna put my harmonica in my mouth and start. What's the thing when you start slapping your body?
Hambone.
I'm gonna start ham-boning. I'm gonna start ham-boning whilst like also like tooting. I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration out. This time to Arabella. So this time, like a little turtle farts out and comes and hangs out around you, in your space. And I'm just gonna continue ham-boning and trying to like gain eye contact and cast Bane again.
Just keep trying to get its attention.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, let's see how it does.
Charisma saving throw again. Yeah.
It's
That was a 17.
Fuck.
This-
Okay, it doesn't do anything.
Like, one of them is, like, watching you intently.
Yeah. I just start kind of backing up a little bit. That's me.
The ettin is... They're not smart creatures. They're gonna take a Constitution saving throw first off.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a 13.
Ooh, unlucky. That's one shy. So that will be 28 points of piercing damage.
So, you witness it again. It kind of rears up to slam this tree on Three now that the holy energy has dissipated. But the swarm just descends onto it. It starts swatting away at it, trying to get these flies off of its face. And one of them lifts up the tree to try and whack the flies away, slams it into itself, and drops down to the ground.
Oh my god.
Maybe we should go back to the goblin camp. Maybe
feeling good.
Maybe we're terrifying forces of nature. I'm not sure if I considered that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
I think Three would turn to Arabella, but not really say anything. Just look kind of a mixture of like sad and kind of surprised.
Okay.
Are we getting one of these weird looks per session now? Because this has been 3 in a row.
Ed, can you pull the face so I've got a frame of reference?
It was the little prep before.
Oh, my man.
You have to get
So
yourself
good.
into the scene.
Think about it.
Oh no, some of us came to play D&D, but Ed didn't come to play at all. That was amazing.
I think Arabella tries to keep a stony expression, but feels guilt gnawing at her soul.
How big are its heads?
It's a pretty large, yeah. Like good watermelon size.
I can make them lighter if you're thinking about carrying them.
I mean, I was thinking about us taking them as a potential proof
of an elevator that we've
tech.
killed it. Yeah.
Just hollow out the ears and use it as a backpack.
Oh, I have my pocket dimension, yeah. The heads might fit in there. Let me have a look.
Why was no one else as haunted by that sentence?
I was!
I didn't hit, to be honest. It can't be more than 5 pounds. I'm assuming a head weighs more than 5 pounds.
I think a normal head weighs more than 5 pounds.
I think it does, yeah, like a human head.
Do you have shrinking powers?
No. But I can make things lighter. Wait, if I make
Yeah,
it
we
lighter
can carry
enough,
them like
I can fit it in the
balloons.
pockets. Yeah. It was I straight to them. That's so horrible.
These are all awful suggestions, but I don't have any better ones.
I'm not sure I really want, because it's really only on the off chance that we're able to find Thingy Elevere again and get some money out of him for doing this. I don't know if it's worth us brandishing floating giant heads above us in every town we visit between now and then.
You would carry them back to the car, and then we can just store them in there.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
Its necklace that it has presumably isn't, like, identifying. Nobody would look at their necklace and think, that's an Ettin's cursed necklace. It would be like, that could be any terrible creature that collects body parts.
Yeah, his name, it's personalized. It says, like, D'Angelo.
But yeah, it's I mean, Free, you would have actually seen necklaces like this in your tribe. They're pretty commonplace. Like hunter types would make like little necklaces with tubes and stuff of animals they've slain.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's chop the heads off and put them in the cart. Hopefully, we'll run into an elevator in town in Acrucium.
You said that was such joy.
Alright.
You know, they're my favorite people.
Just I like the idea of you're walking down the street and there's just a halfling that looks kind of like an elevator. It's like, would you pay for this?
We'll just go up to every halfling we see and be like, hey, you want to buy some heads?
Kabal will take his staff and like hold it at the neck and just like raise it. Bring it up with as much force as possible and be like,
does anybody have a bladed weapon of any kind?
I might have a dagger, yeah.
I have a dagger, yeah. You can have mine.
Also scattered around the floor, like a couple of hundred swords, both like long swords, great swords.
We should make that lighter as well. Yeah, for sure. This is a lot more actual practical value than 2 giant heads, although we are taking them too.
Would we feasibly be able to carry all this stuff as well as the 2 heads?
It would.
If I halve the weight of everything, I can carry them.
So you're looking at, you've got the 2 heads of the Ettin, and they specifically had to get an Ettin in, like a giant folk with strength above 20, in order to carry this level of weaponry. So between the 4 of you, you maybe could get a good bundle or 2 of the weapons, and then the heads. I wouldn't say you'd be able to get the whole lot.
Ooh, can I detect magic? If we're happy to hang out here for 10 minutes, can I detect magic on it so we make sure we take any weapons that are magical?
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
no worries, I'll spend this 10 minutes taking one of the swords. And Cabal is absolutely going to take a broadsword, a big martial weapon with which he is not proficient, and attempt to and spend the 10 minutes and probably many more besides,
Yeah.
attempting to remove the two heads.
Can I help with the removal of the heads as well? I kind of want.
Yeah.
Good
I
idea.
also thanks for pointing out all those weapons, because Cabal was about to take what I assumed to be a frog-sized dagger and attempt to aim the thing. So
It's legit just like a butter knife.
Tree just spends this 10 minutes kind of looking at his hands, trying to figure out how he was able to block the tree.
Free like going up to trees, like holding his hands out to them to see if it happens again. But yeah, like Arabella sets up this circle of like her book, different paperwork around her, some incense burning, while her two friends hack away at the neck of some ends behind her. Time comes to an end, and pretty much all the weapons are just mundane, quickly put together pieces for the army. Apart from, you notice a small glow under one pile. Among the normal arrows is the one that the squirrel saw. The one that's kind of got a jagged head and a little bit of electricity sparkling around it.
Alright, I'll go and pick that up and probably go and hand it to Marie. I'll be like, magic arrow, have fun.
What?
I can't see anything else is magical. Can I do some sort of check to ballpark what of the weapons is most valuable?
Yeah, maybe a history check based on like knowledge of prior wars and what weaponry we used most in those.
Sick. Shit, 8. Got +6, but I rolled a 2.
Yeah, you mainly like know on like Sylvan, Feywild sort of stuff, so wars aren't really your specialty.
Alright, I'll just start going to the ones that look cleanest. And,
Keep it sharp.
legit.
Let's load this and some swords into our wagon and then go to the most magical city on Earth.
Cool. Yeah, I would say if one of you is carrying the two heads with a lighter density, you would be able to get potentially a bundle each for the remainder of you. Especially because, to my knowledge, no one but Kibal is that strength base.
I'm really weak.
Yeah, cool.
9.
So 2 heads and 3 bundles of weapons.
Good job, gang.
Not bad. Not bad for a lazy Tuesday morning.
Covered in blood. It's like,
Utterly exhausted.
Mercilessly gripping a weapon I cannot use, but do not feel like I can drop.
So you guys head back to your carriage, and I assume just continue on towards the same path towards Crucium.
I don't mind driving because I don't need to rest. I'm actually doing okay. If you guys want to have a sleep.
I'm fine. I'll sit up front. I've had a little doze. I'm okay.
Would we be able to short rest in this time?
Yeah, of course. For the sake of brevity, seeing as there's a lot of other carriages making their way towards Crucium, right now the roads of Hagar are relatively safer than they usually are, so there won't be any incident on your travel across. And I assume over the course of the 2 days that it takes, you'll take long rests at the side of the road and all that sort of thing to get yourself back up to max sort.
Sweet, okay.
Unless anyone has anything they want to do, I'll just speed through the travel for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing you do make note of as you're traveling, you come up to the checkpoint that you did on your way into Hagar, and your hearts drop a little bit after remembering last
I
time.
go and sit in the back.
No.
But
No, but this is the time we do want you then. Oh.
The checkpoint's just open this time. They are ferrying people as quickly as they can through this area, getting as many carriages through as possible. So fortunately, though there are still guards at this point just keeping an eye out, they don't stop you as you roll past. One of them nudges, you recognize them as the one that stopped, nudges as you roll past and points, kind of like laughing between themselves. But
joke's on them, we're smuggling weapons and contraband flesh.
The one day that you're actually committing crime.
Idiots.
This is all a plan to make us look at us. I definitely did it on purpose.
You've got to play the long game.
You leave the wooded area of Hagar and it gives way to the greener clearings of Oliviana. You continue following the other carriages until you see a crucium off in the distance. It's quite easy to spot because, as I've said before, it's built on a hilltop. Each circle of the city has a large kind of marble white wall around it, so it makes kind of like a wedding cake of different tiers of walls making its way up this hill, and right in the middle is this large golden spire kind of overlooking the terrain. You see a lot of smoke coming from the city, especially on the lowest tier of it. Seems to have been fires in the area recently. As you get closer, you move through this area that seems to once have been farmland that was built on the outside of the walls once safety was more assumed to be within reach. They've been destroyed. Countless very small sub-villages broken down, trashed and destroyed by monsters. You can almost swear you can see the occasional movement of a creature living inside of these ruins. There is a very long queue to get into a crucium. You can see it goes like a couple of miles back worth of caravan. And making their way down the line are paladins. You see them in shining silver armor. Hammers strapped to the back, very heavy shields. One by one, they make their way up to cart, inspects it thoroughly. You can see a few of them get turned away from the city and have to return back again. What would you guys like to do?
We're gonna.
They're
gonna see all of this and they're gonna be like,
"We're fine. We're gonna play it cool." What's in the cart are our credentials. They've had a monster attack. We're here to help.
Yeah, and we can sell these weapons to the Accretian military.
Plus, we're here to meet with what's her name? Oh my god, it's so embarrassing. She's the head of the military here.
Henry.
Yeah, Kenry.
Yeah.
It's all gonna be fine.
yeah, I just worry that I worry that they think that we're going to be selling these weapons to the populace, and that's not what they're going to want at all.
We're not. We're delivering them to Kenry now.
Yeah. Okay.
I think 3 would look quite tense at all the paladins coming through here, but not really say much.
Cool.
Just I'll pat 3 on the shoulder and just be like, okay.
Yeah.
I'll give 3 a look. Not like a mean look. Like,
do the look for us, man. Perfect.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll move it. No, I can't move us forward with a queue.
Yeah.
No,
You keep pace with the rest of the queue. And eventually, staying in line, it comes to your turn. You're in a queue that's manned by a paladin, quite older in years. He's got a bit of a grey stubble going on, long tied back grey hair. He's got a few battle scars on him. It looks like he's been through a few fights. Comes up to the front. Is it Kibal that's manning the front at the moment as well.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he does not look pleased. First off, he's got a very stony face as he approaches you. Dragonborn.
So do I.
Don't get many of your kind around here. Especially after a dragon attack on the city.
We're here to meet with Kenry.
Where'd you learn
Chief.
that name? Read it in newspaper?
I think Cabal will take a breath and be like,
We are agents of Kenry under contract. Able to go places that shining knights like yourself are not.
Look, friend. We've got a long line of people, actually, who need to get into the city today. So if you could just move along... And as he starts to say that, a second paladin is going to approach, a much younger one. The one that 3 healed up a few days prior on your way into Hagar. And he is going to put his hand on his shoulder and is like, I'll deal with this one if you go take on the next one, friend. The older paladin is gonna look to him with furrowed brow and be like, whose authority do you think this is? And the younger one is gonna be like, I'm on a special mission from Kenry. So please move along. The older one's gonna be angry, pissed off at this, and is still gonna step to the next one but spit on your cart as he moves along. The younger paladin is going to be like, alright, we better get you into city as soon as possible, because I don't know how long that lie is going to last, and he is going to lead you on through.
As he's walking round the back of our caravan, can I spit on him from the back?
Of course.
Okay.
No, yeah, you spit onto
I
like
think-
the back of his shiny armor as he walks past,
Yeah.
and it just leaves like this ugly, wet stain dribbling down.
yeah, I was going to quickly just druidcraft, like, skunk fart in his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just has an awful time. She walks away.
Just, yeah, the scent of rat piss fills his nose.
So the younger paladin leads you into the city. You get your first look at the interior of a crucium. It's mainly most of the buildings are made out of kind of fine, dark woods with very beautiful, ornate windows. Mainly, kind of like a lot of stained glass going on. A lot of vibrant colours in the air. The city is packed at the moment. You have a lot of people unloading materials, a lot of refugees looking for a place to stay for the evening, a lot of travellers looking for... This area has a lot of stores that are dedicated to people coming and going, so a lot of the just general supplies and the sort. The paladin is going to lean into Cabal and be like, I reckon I can get you through all 3 of the walls. And I can get you to the building that Kenry's in. She's not expecting you, and I'm not sure if any of the Knights of the Silver Stream or anything like that will let you into the building, but I can get you as close as I can.
That's very, very kind of you.
All right.
Thank you.
It's no bother. He's gonna look in the back and kind of smile at Bree as well.
I think 3 would still be kind of really kind of tense, but wouldn't be able to help smiling at that.
The cat isn't for sale. Let's go.
So this, it first leads you through the lowest section, which is most bustling, but also the most kind of lousy looking. There's a lot of destroyed buildings at the moment, a lot of graffiti around the place. As he brings you up to the second wall, gets his fellow paladins to open it and leads you through, you see a much more extravagant area. This is where they house most of the locals to Crucium. You see schools, a library, a full-on academy sort of scenario. Leads you even further up, and it comes to the top of the hill, which is the military center of Crucium. You see there's a large building right ahead of you. That is where the Knights of the Silverstream are trained. In the middle of that building is a large golden spire that extends about 800 feet into the air. Points to that and is like, that's where Kenry will be. I mean, you can attempt to just walk in, but you might need to finesse it a little bit.
Right. We will.
All right.
Thanks.
Well, that's everything I can help you with. I'll better be back to my post. My supervisor will be absolutely furious right now. So, he's gonna kind of tap on the window and just be like, consider it a debt repaid, friends, and head back into Crucium. That's all the time we've got for this week's episode. But before you go, I just want to thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave us a like if you liked what you just saw, and make sure you subscribe so you never miss out on any of the adventure.